Hello Paisanos, it's ES63, and I finally purchased and got Cyber Shadow for Nintendo Switch 1 physical copy from eBay and stuff, because since, this wasn't available on the Super Rare Games website anymore, so I had to use eBay. And it really came in really fast, honestly, around like 2 to 3 days, and yeah. But anyways, here's the Cyber Shadow copy and stuff. It was pretty expensive, but it made sense since this is one of the, Nintendo Switch 1 exclusives. Sorry, no, not exclusive. One of the few Nintendo Switch 1 indie games to get and stuff. And yeah, I know this is on Sony PlayStation 5 also, but I want to get on Nintendo Switch 1 since this is based around Ninja Gaiden on the NES, which was a Nintendo console. So it makes sense to get it for for another Nintendo console, Nintendo Switch 1. But yeah, but let's go ahead and open up the package now. Sorry, the plastic. I really love this Super Rare Games sticker, by the way. It's nice. Anyways, let's open it up now. Okay, here's the side. And that was the plastic. It's moving away now. And no, we still have more plastic to unfold and unbox. But here's some goodies we got. Of course, Super Rare Game Cyber Shadow sticker. Looks really cool. We got ourselves a Cyber Shadow. I believe these are some cards similar to that Blatro Nintendo Switch 1 unboxing I did. Some cool cards, of course, for a 2D platforming video game. And here's my favorites, some cool, fun stickers. Similar like with when I unboxed Pizza Tower and Anton Blast. It's nice to see a 2D platforming, indie game, to have some cool stickers and stuff I can use. But yeah, I'm gonna, put this aside and stuff. And of course, stickers here and stuff. There. You know what? Yeah, that is. Okay, but let's go ahead and unbox the actual game itself. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, hold on. I'll put that away now. Plastic there. Okay, and here is Cyber Shadow for Nintendo Switch 1 physical copy. I'm very happy that I was finally able to get my hands on this, honestly. I had to go through, eBay and stuff, and it was expensive. But it made sense since this is pretty rare to get and stuff, so yeah. But anyways, here's Cyber Shadow for Nintendo Switch 1. If anybody wonder what the price was, I think it was like $65 and stuff, and yeah. That's what I found, when I bought this one and stuff. So yeah, some may cost like 70, others may 80 or probably 100, but this is the one I have and stuff. And yeah, so Cyber Shadow for Nintendo Switch 1. And if we look on the back and stuff, the world has been taken over by synthetic life forms. A desperate help sets Shadow, the sole survivor of his clan, on one last mission to uncover what started the path for a punch-result return. Obviously, Ninja Gaiden and Shinobi vibes from this and stuff, and yeah. Although I think I get more of a Shinobi vibe from this, honestly. But yeah. And of course, this is actually, in Europe and stuff, because if this was US, it would be the ESRB and stuff, and yeah. But here it is and stuff. Mechanical head, you did a good job. The spine cord. Of course, to tell what's the difference between the US and Europe one is that the US one would be indented to this icon, but here in Europe, it's like in the middle and stuff. And Super Rare Games and stuff, and yeah. And the main cover, front cover art, I just love this cover art, honestly. It's just even better to see this in physical form and stuff compared to, me used to seeing this on Steam when I finished playing this back in 2025 of summer. And yeah, but it's nice to have this in physical box art to get out from, my digital, computer and into the physical Nintendo Switch copy world. So anyways, let's open it up now. Oh, nice. So, we get a very cool manual. Sorry, a cool comic and the game. Let's go ahead and open this one up first. Hold on. I want to be very careful with this. Something like this, should be taken care of, responsibly. But before we do that, I really love the inside cover that we get to see the main character himself, in this, depressed, determined, but honorable way, ready to set his final mission once and for all. It's really simple, but powerful. And here's the comic book, so let's go ahead And open it. This other thing. So this isn't okay. It's not a comic book. It's more like a picture show of what happens in the video game and stuff. And oh, so that's what he looks like unmasked. That's actually interesting. We never get to see that in the game, honestly. Maybe I'm hoping like they make a prequel to this. And yeah. And here's the back of the booklet, and yeah, it's really amazing, honestly, to see what what the Cyber Shadow main character ninja, robot ninja himself looks like. Honestly, so we never get to see that in Cyber Shadow. And here's the game itself, Cyber Shadow. Here it is, and yeah, overall, it's I really love this, and yeah. Alright, I'm gonna put this back. I'm actually also gonna put the stickers in here and stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna put this here and stuff. Sorry if I couldn't have been able to unbox the stickers and stuff but yeah, alright. There we go. Put this back and stuff. I will open this up also, maybe eventually, to see what's also inside there, and yeah. Anyways, but let me go ahead and close it out now. Course, and yeah, pretty much. But that's overall my unboxing video of Cyber Shadow for Nintendo Switch 1. Apology if this was 6 minutes. It's because this is a game that was not easy to get. So I intentionally had to make this very long unboxing because this is very hard to get your hands on and stuff. I'm not sure if it's still available on the Rare website as of now or something, but eBay is pretty much your just best bet. So yeah, if you want to get a rare Nintendo Switch 1 physical copy or Sony PlayStation 5 physical copy video game, especially of an indie game like Cyber Shadow, you have to go on, on eBay and stuff. But yeah, but it's nice to see that, of course, I love this game from last year. I finished it back in summer 2025, and it was, amazing. I loved every single bit of it. The graphics, the music, the story / lore, the gameplay / level design, the mechanics, the gimmicks, the stages, and just the overall game and the overall just video game itself. Just loved every single bit of it and stuff, and yeah. But yeah, that's overall my physical unboxing of Cyber Shadow. I love playing this on, on Steam / PC, and yeah. I might play it again on Nintendo Switch 1 and beat it again and stuff, but yeah. It's nice to see this video game finally off from my PC and into the real physical Nintendo Switch 1 video game world, real world and stuff, so yeah. But thank you guys for watching my long review on Cyber Shadow for Nintendo Switch 1. I hope you guys enjoy my unboxing video for Cyber Shadow for Nintendo Switch 1 physical copy and stuff, and yeah. And this is E63 saying one final goodbye and farewell.